Good morning, beautiful people. How is everyone doing today? It is Astute Queen Bee. Welcome to Astute Queen Bee's Thoughts. When you come in the building, I would appreciate if you hit the like button. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. I just feel like chit chatting a little bit and also going over some self care for Black women because everybody needs to be in self care. It's not about just Black women, but that's what the book says. So, I want to say thank you to my day ones. I truly appreciate y'all. Y'all just don't know. And to my new subscribers, thank you for trusting me with your time and hope you have patience. Because let me tell a little something. I do suffer from anxiety and stress and all that good stuff, if you want to call it that. So sometimes I emotionally can't log on because I'm going through a lot. And sometimes I'm just not in a good headspace. And for that, I will not apologize, but I will apologize to people that expect me, or rather for me to jump online every day or a couple times a day like other people do. But that's just not who I am. And if I'm not feeling it, like I had a conversation with Beautiful Shalom on her channel, if I'm not feeling it and I can't try to pretend that everything is okay when it's not, because y'all know when things ain't okay, things just aren't okay. No matter how much you want to go online and do your daily devotions or do whatever it is, or you're going over the movies, the shows, whatever it is, just know when you suffer from those anxiety and depression, sometimes no matter how bad in your heart you want to go live and do all the good things and make sure you give your supporters some content and make sure that they're good. But sometimes we can't do that if we're stressed out. And I will say specifically for me, when going through one of my phases, it don't quite work out right. And I can't do my daily devotions for anything. But I know that I owe you. Excuse me. I'm still tired. I know that I owe you all. Um, the woman, that's not what I owe you. I'm about to lie. See what I'm saying? I owe you Ayana Van Zant's book, One Day My Soul Opened Up. I know I definitely owe you that. And Controlling Anxiety, I definitely owe y'all that. And I'm gonna put that in a folder when I get a couple in there. But like I said, I just popped on to see how everyone was doing, make sure everybody's doing well. And I'm actually gonna throw in a couple of affirmations in here that may please you. Some might, some may not. But I'm not gonna be here long. So I would truly appreciate it if you would hit that like button. I try not to badger y'all too much because I know people are tired. People asking hit the like button. But the reason that we ask that is because it pushes us into the algorithms and it lets people know that we are live or that we are on YouTube. Because a lot of people have a hard time. Excuse me, I'm tired. Has a long time finding the content creators they're looking for if they get pushed out of the algorithms. So that's why everyone asks you to hit the thumbs up, because the more times you hit the thumbs up, that pushes us deeper in the algorithm and it brings people to our channels. So that is the biggest reason that everyone tries to ask people to hit the like button. I just wanted to push that in there a little bit. Um, what else was I gonna say? Because I could be a talkative person sometimes, and most of the times I'm not. So my apologies for that. When I'm tired, I talk too much. And I ain't gonna lie and say that I don't. Because the queen does. Queen be tired all the time, and I don't like it. And excuse me for yawning in y'all ear. That feels so wrong. And I don't do it to me wrong. I do it because I can't help it. I'm just tired. And y'all know that's part of anxiety and stress and depression and all that other stuff. It's something I wanted to read to you guys that I think may help. Let me see. These are bonus empowerments. So that's what I'm going to give you, the bonus empowerments. Because I want to literally go over the full list of affirmations. And I like to do that because sometimes people can come back and listen and see if, that fits. I know I didn't feel like that before. You know what I mean? It'd be a little different. And if I'm sounding a little different, it's because I'm trying it from my laptop, which I never do. But y'all let me know if my sound sounds good or not. I would appreciate it. I really would. Because I would like to know if the sound sounds right. And if it doesn't, then I may have to do this over. But this is the first time I'm doing it from my laptop. So, like I said, this wasn't going to be a long live. But what I do want to do is drop a couple of nuggets on everyone. Good morning, do the right thing. How are you, sis? Hope all is well. Yeah, I just popped on to see what's going on, people, because I'm supposed to be taking a nap. But my hard head tail can't sit still. And like I said, a lot of people suffer from anxiety, depression, and sometimes you need a a kick in the pants. Not really a kick in the pants, but a extra push to make you move through your day. That's why I like the daily affirmations. Like I said, I will be putting those online when I get to my cousin's house because I ain't got time to do it. I'm glad you did too. I was about to say, girl, she is all every time I turn around, your butt is everywhere. I said, whoo, I can't. I'll be trying, but I can't. I'll be wanting to go to sleep too bad. It's different. It's so different now being home and not working nights right now. It's very, very weird. And I can't stay awake. I can't stay awake. But I'm gonna give you these activities that you can use in your life with dealing with your affirmations. It says activity 1, my healthy brain. After finishing your affirmations, fill up the positivity attributes that you feel have settled inside your subconscious mind. That basically just means the things that ones that you read over, which stick to you, because you can remember those things. They will sit that in the back of your mind, and sometimes you could actually read them off or say it out loud and don't realize it's there. You feel me on that? Because our subconscious mind holds a lot of things in it. Sometimes the front don't, but that subconscious mind, it holds a lot of weight in it. And it will have you lost and stumbling. So make sure when you're doing your daily affirmations, make sure your mind is clear. Because sometimes I can tell you that myself. Those affirmations, they feel good. But if somebody mess up your day, it's like, come on now. I was on the right track today. You know what I mean? Like, don't mess up my vibe. That's all I ask. I just love a positive vibe, and that's all I want. This is an activity too you can do. It's called Confidence Glass. Every time you read the empowering affirmations, mark your confidence level on the top. Excuse me. On the confident level on this cup. Try improving your mark after every reading. What I take that is, the lady's holding a champagne glass in her hand. But what I would say is when you want to do the affirmations, you want after you go through them, and if you want this book, let me give you the name of it. It's called Empowering Affirmations for Black Women. And it also has 800 motivational quotes in it. It's really a good book. It's been really making me focus more on doing what I'm supposed to do. So when I take what she stated as the activity glass, every time you reach a confidence level, Write it down. I say get you a diary, or unless you're a craftsman person that likes DIY stuff like that, put those on a glass. You might be able to sell them. I'm just saying, you might, because who nobody's really running around here clicking on, you know what I mean, writing on their glasses. So that's how I take that. That is up to you to take it the way you feel it is. Activity number 3, negative negativity trash can. I like that. Add your negative emotions in this trash can and say goodbye to them all forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever. And that's again after you go over the daily affirmations. Activity number 4, my goal bulb, which is the light bulb. Include your goals into this bulb and track them periodically. Again, I would say write them down and check them off as you get through them. That sometimes help. People think it don't help writing things down, but I promise you it does. It helps clear your mind of all the clutter, and it makes you focus on one thing at a time. See, most of us, we know we try to work on 4, 5 different things at a time, and it don't work well. Excuse me. I am terrible. But yes, like I said, I didn't jump up here to be um fully engulfed in a conversation, but I would like to have a conversation with people about a lot of different things. And like I said, we still have to go over dealing with anxiety, depression, and to control it, or try to control it, should I say. Because like I said, a lot of us deal with it, but some of us really don't deal with it. And that's kind of a bad situation because it comes out onto everyone else instead of onto ourselves, which is not a cool thing to do. Hold on for 1 second, please. I can't stop y'all. My apologies. I had to step away because I forgot something. I found this. I feel like a crazy person. I can't even find it now. Ain't that terrible? But yeah, I didn't want nothing to do. I didn't have nothing much to say. I just wanted to pop on, check on the people because it was still a little early. But I'm going to throw a little self care in there while I'm sitting here because we all need to do some straight up self care. I don't care what you say, it's needed in our culture, in our families. It's needed because there's so much going on, and people need to learn how to run through it, walk through it, slide through it, whatever way it works for you. That's what you need to do. Like I said, I'm going to do the Woman of Self Care. And the first chapter of that book is emotions as helpful messages. Follow your feelings if you feel right. Move forward. If it does not feel right, don't do it. And Oprah said that. Oprah need to get a hold of that cast on her show is what she need to do. And kick Carlos to the curb. That's just my personal thought. But yeah, I have a couple of books I like to go to because I'm a person that is about self-help, learning to love who I am no matter what is going on in my life. And like a lot of people that don't like to be single, we were having that conversation about being single. To me, that's not a problem with me because I sometimes, most of the time, enjoy being by myself. But that's okay to me. Some people that's not okay. Some people need people to be around. But I would rather be alone by myself than alone in a crowd of people. You ever felt like you was ever alone in a crowd of people and you never understood what was going on? It's like, wait a minute now, this feels kind of strange. Like that I'm sitting up here chilling with these people, but I don't, I still feel like I'm in this place by myself. And I guess I started to learn after a while it's because I don't drink. I could drink a drink, but alcohol does nothing to me. So I don't waste my time with it. You feel me? I refuse to waste my time with it. So I don't drink. But I'm trying to think of what I want to say because there's something else I wanted to say that I thought was important. It may not be important to others, but it's just a tad bit important to me. Now, to my to the brothers, I'm always got something to say about our brothers and sisters. And the reason why I always got something to say about our brothers and sisters because I love them. I don't have to know you to love you. We are God's children, so that is what we are here to do in the first place. Okay? To love one another. But that has been a mess for a while now. Society has made it a mess. Hell, YouTubers have made it a mess. YouTubers actually made it a mess for a lot of people, offline and online, which is sad. Like I was saying the other day, we are all kings and queens. We didn't just come from slavery. That's just what it is. People can accept it or not accept it, but that's what it is. People, our people need to understand also that life has never been fair. We have suffered through a lot. Some of us as a group, some of us as individuals, we literally are like, what is going on in this world today? Because, like, if you look at the politics that's going on, it's kind of annoying to me as far as I'm playing. I mean, as far as I'm concerned. And the reason before that is because people are just playing in our faces. They're telling us what they're going to do and vote for this person and vote for that person. But it's like, when you going to do something? Because I'm confused. Nothing gets done. And if it does get done, it's not shown, it's not told. It just happens by on a fluke. I'll say on a fluke. Even though maybe most of the times it's the way they want it to be, but they are using American people to cause havoc to me. That I could be wrong. I mean, like their little orange Jesus did make them excited to be, up and about and happy that he was running things and all that goofy stuff. But I'm like the same people that voted for that man and chose that man. That man didn't care about them. He cared about him. He ain't thinking about nobody else but him. So people need to wake up. My bad. I went too far from the phone. I'm from my computer. What I was saying is people need to wake up and start using common sense. Because there's no way that a man can claim he loves this country so much, but he's the first one to destroy it. And that's sad because we need some peace and silence in our lives. We have tornadoes hitting down everywhere. We have rain washing away parts of the earth. We have mankind digging holes in the ground. And I don't know if they really realize it or not, but since the world is round, the deeper you dig, the bigger hole you make for the atmosphere, for the sun. And people wonder why it gets so hot. That's why. They're digging where they should not be digging. They are showing up in a place that is not fun. Like, most people are looking for fun in their lives. Most people want to make sure that their children are fed. Most people want to make sure that they have a job. Like, there's a lot of things going on in this world, but they keep saying they're bringing in jobs. I haven't seen many, but I have seen a lot of people been leaving their jobs lately. And that's sad because a lot of people are needed. Like teachers, we need teachers, but we need the teachers that know what they're doing to raise our children. I don't have any grandchildren, so I can't complain too much. And my son is out of school because he's grown. But they need to do a overhaul of teachers. I love the teachers, but there are also a lot of teachers that are not connected to their children in that classroom. It's not about being a parent to those children, but people also need to realize that when our kids are in school for 8 hours a day, their teachers are their extended family. And I would appreciate if anyone comes through, hit the like button. If you've got something to say, drop down in the chat. I would appreciate it. Have a conversation with the queen. I just popped on like I told the right thing. I popped on because I felt like it. And I wanted to see what's going on with the people since I'm up a little too early and I'm still tired. But I said I would go live a little more. So I'm trying to do that. But I was also talking about the way that people are treating this earth. I know a lot of people don't like to hear positive things. My bad, but that's what I enjoy. I enjoy the creations that God has made. I'm a documentary watcher like nobody's business. And I actually watched, yeah, the kids are out of control. And it's like, why is there no home training? Because that's a little bit much. Like, I understand that, like I said, the teachers for 8 hours a day are the children's surrogate parents to an extent. But that does not make it right for children to think they have the right to put their hands on anyone. Their parents should have raised them better. A teacher is there to teach you, not to call you names, not to disrespect you, none of that. A teacher is there to teach you. I wish that people, just even in life, if you're in a situation, a predicament where you can help schools in your area, try doing that. I said I was going to do that once I got everything in order in my life, because there are a lot of kids that don't have school supplies, and there's a school right down the street from me. So I said I'm decided when my thing gets corrected, or I'd rather go back to work, I'm gonna make it my business to put some little bags together for the kids, because a lot of kids don't have pencils, papers, they don't have none of that stuff, and they need that stuff. Like our brother So Debonair, him and I forgot who else the young lady is, so my bad for that. But they're doing a drive to help the kids with book bags and stuff, and that's a wonderful thing. I wish a lot of parents, or even people that don't even have kids, and So Debonair doesn't even have kids, even though he's a teacher at the school, but that's, excuse me, that's a wonderful thing that you take time out of your life to put and to put the children first, put their needs first, and ignore yours for a little while. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I buy some hand sanitizers, hand sanitizer wipes, pencils, pens, crayons, all that type of stuff, and put it in little bags and give that to them, because the kids need that at the beginning of the year. And it's sad nowadays because when I went to school, that was never an issue. The classroom, the school supplied you with pencils and papers and stuff like that. Yes, sometimes if you had a, a pencil or whatever that you really, really liked, your mom would send you to school with a bunch of those. But nowadays, they have teachers buying kids supplies for school. That's not how that's supposed to go. They're there to teach them. They're not there to be security guards. They're not there to be punching bags. They're not there to be played with. Hey sis, how you doing? Here's my sister Des. Yeah, the teachers didn't come and ask for any of the stuff they're getting. I understand why a lot of teachers are retiring early and moving along because nobody wants to deal with violent children. See, back in the day, and I'm gonna say this for people that may not know it, if you know anyone that has a child that's special needs and they're going to school, even if they're not going to school, but mostly if they're going to school, and you're friends with somebody that has that child, please make sure that you talk to them and tell them um if they get a check, if their child is in a special education class or they have special needs, make sure you go straight to Social Security and apply for a check for your child. Any child that's running around here is entitled to a check because it means they have special needs. So that's a special needs thing. Um, but so many teachers, I take my hats off to some teachers, but some teachers are just ruthless and they treat the children in school the same way they treat their friends in the street. That's not cool either. But I do feel sorry for, and I take my hat off. I feel bad for the parents, well, the teachers that have to deal with violent children. Now, back in the day, when we had children that acted out, they were acting bad or whatever, we didn't have to go through all that. What they did was they took those children, since they couldn't behave in those classes, they took them put them in special ed classes. Now you can. Some people don't realize you can wean yourself out of special education classes, but you have to do the work, and you have to stop cutting up and doing things to the teacher and doing all kinds of stupid stuff in school. You can work your way out of that, and it does not mean that you are slow by any means. Some people just learn slower than other people. And I hate the fact that some children get teased because they learn differently. And I could say this now as an adult. I got put in a special ed class, and the only reason why I did is because my uncle passed away. My uncle is like my dad to me. So for like about a good 6 months, I was like on a warpath. Anybody said anything to me that I didn't like, I was throwing those. Remember back in the day, you used to have them hardcover dictionaries. I was throwing them at everybody. If somebody said something about somebody's dad, they might not even been talking about me. But if I heard the word dad or uncle, oh, I would lose it. Start tearing up stuff, throwing books at kids. I didn't care. Whoever said it, I'm throwing these dictionaries at your head. That's what I used to do. But I had to learn doing that does not hurt anyone but me. Throwing a fit does not hurt anyone but me. So I had to get my mind right. Went down to North Carolina for the summer. Had to get my mind right and say, okay, you can't be running up in here throwing books at people. Whether you're mad or not, it is what it is. But you have to make sure that you are saying, okay, I got this. Let me not let them take up my time and make me be rude and disrespectful to them, all because they don't know how to act. And I need parents to start parenting their children, because it's not all the school either. I need parents to start parenting their children. Stop letting TV, video games, and others raise your children. Raise your children by paying attention to their needs and their wants. Pay attention to your children and show them that you love them. Don't just tell them, oh, I love you. Child, everybody said the word, I love you. But when a parent tells you that they love you, it's supposed to be a deeper conversation. Not just, I love you and I'm out the door. Those are things that I cannot tolerate. I don't tolerate, should I say. Like if I see my son, it's like, hey, Stank, give me a hug. And give him a hug and kiss him or whatever. Love you. Now that's different. But when you start looking at other people and it's like, when y'all gonna start acting like y'all even care about each other? Like really? I like to see children be affectionate to their parents, because that lets them know that they've done their job, they're doing their job properly, and that your child has not turned on them. Because children can turn on their parents in a heartbeat. But maybe, like I said before, maybe some of y'all would take the time beginning of the school year, since the school year is almost over, do something for the kids and drop it off at the school nearest you. Because a lot of teachers, again, are paying out of their own pocket and they're not being reimbursed for the products and stuff that they buy for the children in their class. It blew me away when I learned that a lot of parents were buying children in school their school supplies. Because I'm like, we never had that issue before. And I'm like, all the money that they give out to these states and governments, they don't have enough money to buy supplies for children at school. It doesn't take up that much. It really doesn't. People need to learn the same way that God blessed you with with some blessings in your life, be a blessing to somebody else. I didn't mean to stay here this long, but I did. I thank y'all for coming through. I really appreciate it. Hit that like button. I don't know how many likes is on there. I can't see it right now. And I'm not even going to look. Why? Because it don't make no sense. I can look, but it's like, what am I going to get out of it? I'm going to have to turn the volume off. I'm going to have to turn the volume off anyway. But yeah. BJ, how you doing, sis? Hope you started to enjoy your weekend. Because I'm going to get up in a second, get myself together, get ready for my cousin to pick me up. Excuse me, I keep telling you I'm tired and I can't stop yawning. So my apologies on that. But yeah, think about it. Think about something that you can do good for the children in your community, the children at school that's closest to you. Heck, if you want to, like my cousin them used to do it, I can't do it because I like the old people. I'm hitting on that route. But the old people, child, they will get you together. And I don't feel like arguing with them. Because my mother used to do it before back in the day when I was younger. She would always, let's see, y'all enjoying babysit. Oh, that's sweet. Child, I'm going to my cousin's house for a little while, hang for a day or two. Because she want me to come hang out. And then I'm come back home, get back in my bed. Because I live in my bed. You have a beautiful weekend. Do the right thing. Enjoy your grandbabies, child. I'm still waiting for one. I need one before I get too old. But yeah, like I said before, I just jumped on to see how everybody was doing. Dad, you working today? Because I forgot if you said you was working today or not. I really forgot. I'm so lost in the sauce. It's not funny. I'm just in a place where I want life to move smoothly. And I want people to understand life is hard for all of us. No matter how much money you got, no matter what you're doing, life is hard. Because people think, oh, because they got money, they happy. Not all people. There's a lot of miserable people that are rich. That's why they end up in these little stupid programs or end up using their money and getting high like the rest of the people and buying stupid cars. That's another thing. I wondered all these rappers and all that stuff. Why you buy all these cars? Don't y'all know the cars depreciate as soon as you take them off the lot? Like if you're gonna buy something worth something, buy some stocks and bonds, buy some bricks of gold, buy some bricks of silver, do something else. Don't take and buy a bunch of flashy cars because once you take it off that lot, it depreciates. Buy something that's gonna appreciate as you get older. The car, you can either tear it up, somebody one of your siblings can tear it up, your kids could tear it up. Excuse me again, I can't stop doing it. It's terrible and it's sickening. But it is what it is. My bad. Um, but yeah, it's a lot of people that I don't quite understand, especially parents that don't take the time I don't know if it was because, well, I can't say it was because the way I was raised. I know how I watched. Like we all watched the Huxtables. We all watched all the different type of shows. Watch that. Watched how kids supposed to do their homework and stuff like that. One thing I did make it my business to do is when my son got home from school, sit down, do your homework. I'll start working on your dinner. That's how we used to do that because we're both in the same area, so I can make sure he's doing his work. Sit your butt at that kitchen table, do your homework. Only problem was, as sweet as he is, and hard-headed as he is, and I love him to death, he would always lose it. And I'm like, bruh, how do you lose? I know you did it. Like, why I gotta go up to the school and tell this teacher you did your work? You know you did it. So get that lady her work. I can't find it. I can't find it. I'll tell her, make him do it over in class. Because he did it when he was with me. I said, bro, we gotta get you organized. I'm not the biggest organized person, but when it comes to some schoolwork, oh, I'm not losing that. Because I don't want to do it over. That's how I used to think. I'm not doing this over again. They kick rocks on that. I am so tired and I got less than a half an hour to get out of here. But I pray that y'all have a beautiful, beautiful day. Like I said, love up on your children. Let them know that you love them. Know that I am praying for each and every one of you. And that is not a game. It's not a front. It's not none of that. I pray for all of y'all, just like I pray for myself. So I would ask, just throw a couple of little prayers in there for the queen because she needs them. I promise you that. Without a car, it is a hard road to follow. I'm not used to not having a car. I can't get up and move when I'm ready to go. So that's some drama I got to deal with now myself. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Excuse me. So let me stop being dumb and get retarded on this mess. Get special on this mess. I thank y'all for coming through and rocking with me. I really do. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all for continuing to support me. So know that. I appreciate anybody that subscribed recently. I appreciate you as well. And I hope that what I'm giving, you are receiving. If you are not, my apologies that my channel was not for you. But it's okay. Because it's up to us to decide what we want to be entertained by. See, like I tell everybody all the time, I'm a visual person. And I just got my a copy of my Paint Shop Pro, and I'm so excited. But this is a new one, so I don't even know how to. I'm trying to maneuver through this new one. I just made this background last night with my board self, but I'm trying to sit still and learn this program so I can get back to being a creative. I love creating graphics. That is one of my things. I really need to go to school for it, and I'm plotting on that. I think I'll probably start or try to enroll in school when I have my knee surgery, my first knee surgery, because I have to have two, which is insane, and I'm sick of it. But when you get old, you fall apart. That's my nickname from a little kid because I used to like jump from chair to chair. Name was Jamie Summers. It's the hilarious thing ever. I told my cousin, that's what I'm gonna be this year. I got some bionic. I'm gonna have a bionic knee. So I'm a ride with that. I don't even care. As long as it don't hurt, continue to hurt me, I'm good. Because the sister tired of being in pain. But anyway, with all that being said, it was wonderful chatting with you ladies. I know that y'all are busy and y'all got things to do. Do the right thing. We to go take care of grandbabies. I know she's gonna have a ball doing that. My sister Des, not sure what you doing this weekend. And whoever's in the bushes, hit the like button. I appreciate it. I have no hate in my heart for nobody. I just don't do silly. That's just me. I don't do silly and drama. That's one thing that I don't do because it's not worth it. Like we have a lot on our plate as it is as being mothers and wives and girlfriends and sisters and all. We have too much to do to be fighting, arguing, screaming, and hollering. Because it's like, what then? Because do you not know all that negative energy builds up in you too? I'm definitely going to try to do something for myself today. Broken all. Yep, I'm broke at this time, but I don't care. I will be buying me something today. I didn't get out to enjoy my Mother's Day because I didn't feel well. So I will be doing something to make myself happy today. Y'all do the same thing. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I'm gonna let y'all go on and get y'all day started, which most of y'all probably started already. But since I don't work nights, it is hard for me to get my sleeping habits in order. When you worked overnights for 20 something years, it's hard to stay home and not move, even when it's dark outside. It's kind of weird for me. So until I go back to work, I'm going to try to do my best because I ain't making no promises. You won't have me caught up in no stupidness. I'm going to make it my best to come live and do that more often and allow myself to get comfortable. Because what I did do, which y'all will be shocked if you didn't come over there, but Beautiful Shalom, I was on her channel the other day, and it was just me and her having a conversation. Y'all, I turned my camera on, really turned it on it was really the biggest first time, but the little short I did, that ain't nothing. But we had a long, good conversation. It was a beautiful conversation. If you did not check that out, go over there and check that out. We had a good conversation about parenting, love, not feeling guilty behind the things that we have to do as parents. We have to do them. We got to work. There's things that we have to do for our children. Some people don't understand it because some people don't have children. But there are things you have to do for your child to make sure that they are good. And some children sometimes will end up growing up feeling kind of way because they feel like they were left behind. Let your children know they were not left behind. The reason why you had to do what you did was because you had to take care of them. I had to explain that to my son quite a couple times. But I was always home by the time it was time for him to go to school. So I think I did the good job. I don't have no grandchildren yet. He ain't never been in trouble, thank God. Thank Jesus. Thank the holy angels that are watching over him. I thank God for that. He's not one of those guys running around with a bunch of girls. He got a girlfriend. He works his tail off. He loves to travel, and I love that he does that because that's something I never did. But I'm going to do it once, maybe twice, before my last days on earth. Because I'm still going to constantly make sure I have a conversation with God so he can warn me ahead of time. There's something going to have to go down. I'm just saying. So, with that being said, may you enjoy your day. Have a blessed, beautiful one. And anyone in the bushes, please hit the like button. I would appreciate it. Like I stated before, the only reason, let me explain this to why people ask people to hit the like button. The like button pushes us out into the algorithm and allows people to find our channels if they have gotten lost in the algorithm. With I believe constantly I do because I pulled myself out of the T sector area by not going to a lot of those pages that I would interact with or people I interact with that went to those same pages. If you go constantly to the same pages, those are the algorithms you will constantly see. I don't want to see constant Jaguar. I don't want to see constant uh just a bunch of different things. I don't want to see those constantly. I could watch them sometimes, but not all the time. So I had to. The good thing is when I was in a dark place and I didn't come back. I didn't come online for a couple of days. That allowed me to dig myself out of that algorithm, and now I'm starting to shift myself into a different space because I want to be around people. And no disrespect to anyone. Anybody comes to my chat basically is a positive person. And I thank y'all for that. Y'all don't disrespect me in any kind of way. And I appreciate that. But I have seen so many people come up in people's chats causing havoc and everything else. I said I wanted to put her on subscribers only, but I didn't. Because that would be stupid of me when I have not even got my 4,000 watch hours, nor have I gotten 1,000 subscribers. So I'm working on that. I'm trying to do better. And I'm going to put a poll and ask people if I'm doing better. And I want y'all honest opinions. If you don't think I'm doing better, tell me so. I'm an Aquarius. I don't break that easy. My feelings don't get hurt. My feelings get hurt, but they don't get hurt that easy. If y'all understand what I mean. Don't get hurt that easy. Because I enjoy what I do. I love to read, so I get to share it with y'all. That's just my read time. I wanted to start a book club, but I'm going to ask a question about that as well. Because I love to read. And it's getting me back into reading. And again, like I said, YouTube is teaching me to curb my mouth because I cuss like a sailor. So it's making me curb my mouth and not cuss as much. And it gives me some interaction with people. Some are like-minded, some are not. Some understand where I'm coming from, some do not. And I understand that, I respect that, and I accept that. I just want people to understand, regardless of where I go, what chat room I'm in, no matter who I talk to personally, has nothing to do with my channel. If you don't like what I do on my channel, again, I apologize that it's not for you. If you enjoy my channel and the daily devotions, also, heads up, my daily devotions for May are in May's playlist. All of May was completed and I did not realize it. I almost did the whole month of May over for no reason. So I have to put in every video I do now. Please go to May's daily devotionals and you will find the devotionals for each day. All the months are in category and they're on their own playlist. I'm going to go through my playlist because for some reason I found out I put other mute people's stuff in my playlist that shouldn't be there. So I'll be taking those out this weekend as well. So with that being said, now I am getting ready to leave. I thank y'all for coming through. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your holiday. Don't hurt nobody. Diz, I'll probably holler at you later on, sis. I got to check on Do the Right Thing. Do the Right Thing. I got to check on, I don't want to use her name as well. So again, like I said, I thank y'all for coming through and hanging with me. I appreciate it. And don't let nobody disturb your peace this weekend. Have fun. Let God move through you. Shake you a little bit. Have a little bit of fun. And enjoy your family and friends. With that being said, this is Stu Queen Bee out.
I spent so many nights sleeping on me, but I finally realized I'm all that I need. I'm that girl, been that chick, never needed no one else. I've been that bitch, plenty on my line, a couple on the side. Maybe I'm a dime, that face card don't decline. So tell me what it's giving, oh, I can tell you're living for this, what you've been missing, boy.